Hey guys, welcome to the stream. Just give us a hot second here while we ping the Discord, and then we'll have a little bit ahead of people, shall we? Welcome to everyone that's turning in live, and indeed the VOD watchers that are watching this later on as well. Hope you're having a wonderful weekend. It's been a while since we've had a Thessia stream as well, hasn't it? It has been a hot minute. But either way, we will have a little bit of chat. So we also said hello to Mehmet Star as well beforehand, Thomas as well, hello. Claire's been watching Few Candy Zoob's guide, wonderful, it's very good, isn't it, Claire? Few has put a wonderful Zoob's guide together. Eggsy, welcome in, mate. How are you? How are you, mate? Max, you were just in time, buddy. It was okay, so I lost the heating in my home, now to spend time trying to get it fixed. Oh, that sucks, Claire. House maintenance is a pain, isn't it? It really is. Arnie, welcome in. Badge, Minor, Claire, again. Alexander, Big Z. Welcome on in, guys. How are you all? It's been a nice long time since we've been in Thessia. What we're going to do today is we've had this kind of awkward, very, very awkward space lingering around the edge of the Canberra-inspired district, and we're going to go to Canberra and look at some Greenbelt, because we've got a lot of part detailing to do. And if we've got time, we've also got a little bit in the downtown as well that needs to be tidied up. So we'll do some downtown building as well, but spend a lot of time in the CBD today. A lot of times this is just a simulation for me. I'm not Shoreline, so I don't US Mariner. I'm sure she's got the answer for you. I'm sure she has. Hey Lester from the Philippines, welcome in, mate. How are you? Can Sam have a shout out? Sam can have a shout out. Hello Sam, I hope you're doing well, mate. I hope you're doing well. Wonderful. So we'll hop into Google Earth first of all, because we're going to have a look at some Canberra Greenbelt. So we'll throw this over here. So in terms of where we are in the city, the Capitol Hill is obviously a big bit of inspiration we've taken before for the government district. And just across the lake, there is this big swath of park and car parking and coach parking and stages and ponds and paths. It's very cute. So this is what we're going to pretty much put around the government building today. So I reckon we'll jump in with a little street view and let's just sort of get a sense of what this place is like. Hopefully we'll have some Aussies around today as well. That would be quite special. Oh, there's even a flag. Perfect. We get a Thessia flag in here too. But it's, there's a bird there. Does anyone know what that bird is? Is it a swan? It looks like a swan, doesn't it? And that swan has been censored for some reason. I'm not sure what's going on there. I'll leave that up to the imagination. But yeah, some nice waterfront stuff. I'll see. Can we get on that waterfront over there? Is this a key? It is a key, isn't it? Wonderful. So we get some walkable key in there too. Guy's very close to the camera. And his, can we see what he's looking at on his phone? No, we can't. We can't. But lots of inspiration to be had around Canberra. I've mentioned it before. I can certainly see us one day having a entirely Canberra-inspired city, which would be a lot of fun. So this is where we're going to start working. We essentially need to go from the university all the way along through the embassies and then down into this space here till we meet the National Museum. Cool. So currently we have cycling road through here, but I think because of the way the city's set up, everyone uses the pedestrian road. Like, no one is cycling through here, so I reckon we'll replace it with bus infrastructure, I think. Maybe even removing the road entirely. I think we might actually do that. Or maybe just replace it with bus pedestrian road or something. I guess we'll find out. So let's come in with our bus road. I think we will remove cycling from this part of the city and change it out for buses instead. So we'll send it down. How's audio levels, by the way? Yeah, I am set up for recording, but we should be okay. Is a black swan, is it? It's been dirty. Yeah, the swan has to have privacy protected. Yeah, imagine she stood there like, please don't put me on Google. Maybe it's a wanted swan or something. Escaped from the queen. So I think actually we're quite high here, aren't we? So why don't we actually just remove the road entirely? And then I think we'll do a little bit of terraforming here just to bring it down a little bit. I want it to be a touch closer to the water. So let's grab our terraforming brush. And let's go for sort of 3 or 4 contour lines above the water. I reckon that should be okay. Let's push that back there. So, even we can change the shape of the bay here a little bit. I'm not precious about keeping it how it is. And take this road back as well. Just peel everyone back a little bit. Yeah, it's kind of a bit of an awkward space, this one. It didn't quite fit into any of the major builds that sit around it, so it's kind of perfect live streaming space. Cool. Having a wonderful weekend, Jojo. Glad to hear. Glad to hear. Good afternoon, Ray. Welcome in. Welcome in. Audio's fine. Thank you, Exy. Thank you, mate. Started early. We did. If I'm ready to go, then we'll just go. we'll just go. Oh, here's Anthony. Anthony's here with his ridiculous patron name. I have to keep changing every week. Although he did give me the secret to XL, which allows me to not have to change, well, manually change patron names anyway, so he's alright. He's alright. John finally caught a live stream for once. Welcome in, John. It's nice to have you here, mate. How are you? I hope everyone's had a wonderful day. Reckon you should use inspiration from Adelaide parks. We will be heading to Adelaide today, actually, because there's a little square of downtown here that was never developed, which is in the Adelaide-inspired area, so we will head to Adelaide today. Depending on how long this part takes, we could be here for quite a while. It is a pretty significant space to film. But yes, we will go to Adelaide, we will. Right, so I need to decide what we're doing with this road. I guess this is the private embassy road, is it? So we could feed it this way, have a bus stop around the park, and then pop it back into the couplet system here. I reckon that seems like the best option. So let's allow this bus road to flow the same road. A little bit close, but we'll be able to have some fun with surface painter, I think, between the two networks. It'll help detail it up a little bit. So we'll bring you out of here. Has anyone been playing Enshrouded, by the way? Kind of the hot topic at the minute, isn't it? I did play a little bit. Was even thinking of maybe doing some streaming on it if anyone's possibly interested. Fun little survival game. Early access. Getting some good reviews at the minute. Cool. So those bus routes should correct in a hot second. You don't really need to go down here anymore. Let's go... Let me get them here. Let's go for that way. Oh, that is not at all what I wanted to do. That's all screwed up now, isn't it? Is that what I want to happen? Yes, there we go. That's what we want. So let's just stop here for right now. We'll develop a bit of a bus terminal for them. And I think we'll also do some park life area. For some reason, whenever I'm playing modded cities, I just don't acknowledge park life. I'm just like, nope. No park life here today, thank you. But I would like to play some playgrounds and stuff down here. So let's have a little look here. Where do we want to start branching out from? Soften this road out. This cycling road doesn't need to come down anymore. And I also want to remove that sand as well. Cool. So I reckon we'll start with that walkable quay. There's also a little lake in here as well, isn't there? So why don't we see if we can terraform that in too? Let's go quite shallow, something like that. Just let that water kind of spill in there. Just sort of break up that quite rigid shoreline. Maybe push it in this way a bit too. Create some slightly steeper areas. 6 AM, haven't had a chance to grab my coffee yet. You got time now, Michael? Now's the time for coffee, mate. Hey, Eman, welcome into the stream. My wife's shouting he's not at all right. I love your husband, Anthony's wife. He's a very, very wonderful person. Even though he makes me change his Patreon credits every week. Adds significant amounts of production time on. And it really does. You aren't allowed to see that swan there, a celebrity. Would love to see some Enshrouded detailing spice. Landy's on board for some Enshrouded. Has anyone else been playing it? It's pretty good. It's a good game. I'm enjoying it. Eggs is on board too. Hey Marek, welcome into the stream, mate. How are you? Babe, you know I've woken up. Oh, he's stream. Welcome in, Jeff. Welcome in. Hey Egg, modded cities 2 when Paradox mods are available, mate, is when you'll see some modded cities 2. Until then, I'm not going to the Thunderstore. Yeah, when Paradox mods, you'll get modded cities 2. Which I believe is towards the end of April now, isn't it? Towards the end of April. Right, so let's get those keys in. Obviously, a content creator is the way to go, and I think we'll go for the fence. This one, was there a fence in that street view? So let me hop back in. No, there is no fence. You can just fall straight into the water if need be. So we'll start forming our park around this little formation here. Let's keep our angle snap on too. It's 8 PM here. I've already had 2 pints of VB. Nice, mate. Nice. Yeah, I saw your comment about you and your son, Jojo. That was very sweet. Jojo got into very kind of philosophical conversation with his son off the back of a Thessia episode, which was very sweet. So it's always nice to read things like that. There's quite a few parents that watch the videos with the kids actually, which is extremely wholesome. I do like it. Cool. So there is a little bridge here as well, which we'll set up once we got our keys in. See if we can blend them in at least somewhat nicely. We'll have that go up there. That's going to start forming our sort of park front here. We've also got a bit of car parking in here as well where people can arrive, so I'd love to factor that in. Now where we're going to put that? Oh, someone's died in the Dakota Falls embassy. Drama. If you haven't seen Dakota Falls, by the way, wonderful series from the Infrastructurist. Very, very good modded cities 1 content if you're interested. So let's do a little car park somewhere, maybe down here where people can arrive. I think we'll form up the parking first and then we'll connect it into the road. So let's do road length as well. Hey Mally, welcome into the stream, mate. Marco as well, Big Z is here too. Thank you for hanging out for some Saturday Thessia, everyone. I wouldn't mind doing some coach parking as well. Let me just glance back towards Google Earth at how these parkings are configured. I don't want this much parking that's actually in Canberra, but we'll do some at least. And then we'll do one more there. Link all these together. And let's have that go around there, I think. Do a bit of node controlling here. And we can probably get rid of that node as well, I reckon. There we go. So we'll have that there, and then we'll place some actual parking spaces for cars. Have one there. We should still be in the time zone for Australians to be here, right? Do we have any Aussies in the chat at the minute? I do always enjoy having... I mean, I enjoy having you all here, but particularly Aussies when we're in Australia. Having the locals' knowledge is always appreciated. Set everyone to the same height. We'll have a touch more parking this way. There we go. And then... is it a bus? I guess I could just search for Blue Thunder actually, couldn't I? Yeah, let's search for Blue Thunder. And we'll get some OE coaches in here as well. Oh, is this a little bit... do we need to upgrade the car park size here, perhaps? I feel like that might be a bit too small for coaches. Maybe do this one? No. Actually, yeah, we'll stick with this one, it's fine. So we'll go for... actually, are they even able to reverse out here? Is this going to make sense? No, I need a larger one, don't I? I need a larger one for the coaches. We're probably giving it too much thought. It's only an aesthetic parking lot. There we go. We'll have that there. Like we could also do with moving this node up the hill a little bit. There we go. And just correcting some awkward nodage that's developed. Let's bring that green one back a touch, and blue as well. Also remove that node from there. There we go. Gives it a bit more breathing room, doesn't it? And let's also bring this one up a touch as well. Well, it's still quite steep, isn't it? Let's maybe bring all of these nodes down a little bit. We'll set up a slope because there is quite a difference in the terrain height there. There we go. And then we'll slope from this one to this one. Cool. Wonderful. Are there handicap spaces? There are not. No, there are not. I should probably provide some, shouldn't I? Let's just remove the buildings. There you go. We'll redo this one with some handicap space. Excellent call. I never forget my handicap parking either. But we did on that occasion. And we'll do one big 3 one. Cool. Extend that one out a little bit there. Fabulous. Bring that back a touch as well. I don't actually think I want the... Let's use network skins to get rid of the light on the parking lot for this one. There we go. And then we can do some buses. Love the channel, like I don't play City Sky, love watching the content. Thank you, Adam. Appreciate that, mate. Glad you're enjoying the content. You often find that with cities, a lot of the people that watch actually don't play themselves. They just sort of enjoy watching the city piece together. So let's leave some spaces between them. And then we can have a little coach parking area from here. Welcome to all 86 of you here as well, guys. Thank you for hanging out. Everyone's having a wonderful weekend so far. I reckon we'll use some brush tool to tidy this up, because surface paint is not going to like being boxed in against the key like that. And the same thing over here too. Cool. So I'd love to be able to have some people walk back into from the car park to the quay where they obviously would in real life. So we'll let that happen. In 3 different places. Cool. Might actually do some trees in here. I think drivers would appreciate the shade, wouldn't they? Hello EMB, welcome to the stream, mate. How are you? EMB had a lovely looking bagel yesterday. If you're in our Discord, head over into the Food Envy channel for some bagel content from EMB. It was very nice. Well, I assume it was anyway. It looked nice. It could have been horrible. Not entirely sure. Right. Leafy tree numero uno. Is that the one we want? Something quite shady. But also not high triangle count as well. To preserve Thessia's frame rate. Just go for the common vase tree, I think. Cool. And then I reckon we'll grab those props with the line tool. Or move it rather. And we'll have them... No, we won't. We'll have to place them manually, won't we? Let's do here like this. Cool. Not perfectly mimicked. Let's also break up some of these as well. Looks like not all the spaces are full at once. Fabulous. Jordo, 8 PM Western Australia. Hey Mikey, how are you, mate? Nice to have you. Yeah, good time for Aussies this one, isn't it? It is a good time for Aussies. And happy Australian Day as well yesterday for all our Aussie friends. There's an Adelaide in. Hey Jeff. At 10:30 in Adelaide. Not too late. Not too late. I watched Cities Osborne play on Nintendo, which only has Snowfall and After Dark, no landscaping, no historical eyes. Oh, that's a tough play, Jeff, isn't it? that is a tough play. Yeah, the Nintendo, I think you've got to have like a different level of patience, I think, to play Cities on the Switch. It's a big ask, I think, to play that game. Hey Bad Wolf, just playing Phasmophobia. That's the horror game, isn't it? Ian Bagel, yes, Ian. Yeah, I think he's been called Ian Bagel before, hasn't he? I think he has, anyway. Yeah, it was pretty good actually. Cream cheese, tomato, cheddar, and a fried egg. It's alright, mate. You don't apologise. Devour my people at your will. There are a few games I don't play because laziness, but I like the theme and like to see what people create. I play CS, not to this level of detail, and again, laziness. That's fair enough, John. Fair enough. Thessian Society of Framerate Heritage. You know what? There is kind of a... let's just hop back into Google Earth for a second. There's a building here, which is the National Capital Exhibition. Near the car parks. Why don't we make that the Thessian Society of Framerate Heritage? This building here. Can we get down the road a little bit? Yeah, why don't we build this by the waterfront? This looks quite cute, doesn't it? Some rocks and plants around here. The National Capital Exhibition and Canberra Region Visitors Centre. Very nice. Blundell's Cottage. Does anyone know what that is? This is all Australian heritage, isn't it? Is there a Bunnings sign here? Imagine it's like walking tours, Blundell's Cottage, Australian heritage, and sausage sizzles. It's just like randomly there. Build your own capital. That sounds quite fun, doesn't it? Was that Lego? That sounds like a lot of fun. I feel like there's an asset that looks like this, but I can't quite remember what it is. What would it be? What would be suitable? Probably a unique of some kind. I don't think zoning is really the answer. I think it definitely wants to be a unit building, doesn't it? I feel like there is an asset in cities that's kind of that shape, but I can't quite put my finger on it. What could we use? Like this Korean stuff. If you get human chirper down here, which is horrendous. One of the Africa assets. We have already used these around this area. I'm not massively keen on repeating them. Isn't it one of the African assets? I feel like I've got something in mind for it. Is it one of the Japanese ones? No. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what to do with that one. Let's have a look at the building. Because it doesn't have to be the same shape, does it? We're just taking inspiration. Hey Jen, welcome to the stream. How are you? Sausage walks. Yeah, yeah, we can go with the sausage walk if you want. Yeah. Wasn't the aquarium kind of like that? Not the... Is there another aquarium I'm not thinking of? No, not that. It was way too big. Way too big. I guess commercial fusing is probably the best option then in that case. I can't think of any of the uniques that would work there. Some of King Leno's stuff, I suppose. There is also the African zonables as well. That one's certainly a contender. That one's not bad either. Should I show you Google Maps again? Yeah, sure. We're after something that's shaped a little bit like this. It is slightly phallic in its bird's eye view, at least. But just a small, slightly modern looking building is what I'm after here. Something that's like that. Feel free to throw in suggestions. Maybe use a small town library with the mural wall-to-wall commercial. It's not a bad shout bait. The one from what's it called? Seaside Resorts. It's definitely more like a heritage building, isn't it? Which I don't mind having by the waterfront. Perhaps a sub-building? It's not a bad shout, Ian B. It's not a bad shout. I don't know what we'd go for, though. There's endless possibilities. That one's quite nice. I think I'm more leaning into a fusion of the African commercial. Wall-to-wall commercial as well with some of the murals on it might be quite bright. Something a bit more modern, isn't it? Oh yeah, actually, yeah, maybe wall-to-wall is the answer. Yeah, I think we'll go wall-to-wall. If it's not wall-to-wall commercial, then it's probably going to be the Seaside Resort stuff. Make sure we stay on the same height as the words here. Okay, so we'll generate our kind of frontage out here. I'll see, even though in Canberra it's facing the other way, isn't it? So I think we'll do that. And then we'll create some nice walkways around it. So let's grab another. Let's have a little scroll through some of the wall-to-wall stuff here. Nothing too tall either, I don't think. One of them. We'll do our spawn points in a second as well, so they still continue to function. So we'll have you... Are you the same building? No, you're slightly smaller, aren't you? Okay. And then let's get you fused together just right. There we go. It's not exactly the shape of Canberra, but it's a pretty modern looking configuration, isn't it, I think? Yeah. Yeah. Is there a way to move or get rid of that newish emote button in the chat window? It's driving me nuts. No, I don't think you can. It blocks my view as well. This is super irritating. And like no one uses it either. It's like it's a super pointless feature. So we could do pedestrian road here, or we could just, yeah, I think we'll do it as pathways because then we can configure our own concrete space. Let's have this here. Let's also do the spawn points while we remember, so they don't die. Just drag them over, so they get their services and whatnot. Wonderful. We also have that in. Let's also do our bridge while we're here too. Zoo path. Not done a zoo path in Thessia at all yet, have we? I don't think. Can we go right across? We can indeed. Break that too. Grab all those nodes as well, make sure no one's dipping too far down. Come up. Tiny bit. And you should... Yeah, you do connect in here. You're okay, aren't you? Can we do some spicy node controller work here, actually? Let's go into... No, we want to do control space. I want this one. So I want to rotate it. Tiny bit. Can we stretch it as well? I want to make it look as though it's the end of the key. Something like that. So right arse about, but it'll be worth it, I think. Now, if my calculations are correct, that should be walkable God, that's so good, isn't it? Don't we love node controller, everyone? Can we get some yes please in the chat for node controller? Oh yes, that's so satisfying. Absolutely love that. Yes please. Wonderful. Let's have a little drink as well, shall we? Hey Tim, welcome to the stream. 1 month, 20 days and 4 hours to your vacation. Not that you counted it down, Tim. Where are you going on vacation, buddy? Get lots of views, so next says it's pointless, I know, right? Yeah. Everyone, Jen's spamming the hearts and everyone's just spamming it in now. Right. Cool. Although that's quite irritating, isn't it? That land mass there. Can we terraform that away, or is that just because that's where the pathway is touching down? Oh, it's where the pathway is touching down. But if we soften, can we blend it out a little bit? Maybe put a tree on it or something? Yeah, so let's just put a tree on it. We'll put a tree on it. If in doubt, put a tree on it. We can probably get that on a t-shirt, shouldn't we? Let's do this one. And just come over here. Do 2 of them. Cool. So the museum is what we're going to call this. Well, let me just scroll up. It was the Thessian Frame Rate Preservation Society, was it? Was that what we were going to call it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I'm never going to find it now, am I? I'm never going to find it. Can someone tell me what we were going to call it? Something to do with the Thessian Frame Rate Society, wasn't it? I can't find it in the live chat. It's gone now. It's lost knowledge. We'll never know again. It's gone. It's gone. A live egg. That's most impressive. Welcome in, Sins Arcade. Nice to have you, buddy. Nice to have you. If you could do those wood piles across the keys, that would be wild. It would, wouldn't it? It would. I don't think we've... I guess you could do in section marking tool, actually, do a filler decal, but we don't have that wood texture. Yeah. Wood panelled key would be banging, though. Okay, so let's continue our concrete texture across, and then we'll start getting pathways and flags around here and whatnot. Oh yes, they're also starting to walk down here as well. That is what we love. We'll go hook it in at the other side as well, so then hopefully people will actually start walking right through the facility. Just bring this concrete texture along the key. And down the side. Actually, let's do the pathway here as well, because they'll be able to connect onto it. On the ground, please. And use that as a walking pathway. And then we'll get back into Street View in a second here as well and have a little look at what else is going on. Cool. So let's hop back in. The frame rate of Thessia rate conservation. I wrote it as a Thessian Society of Frame Rate Heritage. That's the one. That's what we want. Thank you. Thank you, James. We've got some bollard spice at the bottom. These flags are not in planters. They're just in the concrete, aren't they? Some bike racks there as well. And what's this? Just a random triangle with fencing around it. Is that there for a reason? I'm not entirely sure. There is... Oh, should I look through here? Discover the story of the national capital. One good thing after another. I guess you could say that about the Thessia episodes, right, guys? This is the sort of place my mum would bring me when I was a kid, and I would hate every second of it. But, okay, just flags, grass, and what are these planters looking like here? Got some rocks and small bushes, haven't we? And, there's some trees and planters down here, actually. So we'll do that too. Lovely stuff. Salesh, welcome into the stream, my friend. How are you? It's nice to see you here. Nice to have you. Yeah, let me copy what James said. So we will have this as the Thessian Society of Frame Rate. Wait, are we at the word count? I think we are. Yeah, that's it, okay. Yeah, we'll just do Thessia Society frame rate then. We'll just have it like that. It's a building here to conserve the frame rate of Thessia. So, we could also do the flags down here as well, that Terry gave us last episode. Kind of each of the towns, I guess you could count that as sort of like Thessia's heritage, right? Each of the towns across the Isles. Might be quite a lot of fun. Is it surfaces? It is surfaces. There we go. Let's copy those up. I want to touch more concrete out this way. And then we'll also have our path begin to kind of meander around the lake here, which we'll get to detail in a hot second. Let's just let this go around. Look into there. And we'll do some spicy things with this. And let's also get this hooked in as well, so hopefully we'll start seeing some people come across the bridge. Let's also do the node control spices here as well. I really wish Node Controller had a copy-paste function, like, what's it called? Insertion marking tool. Very good. Rotate it, stretch it out, touch more. And oh, touch more stretch in there as well. Let's go a bit like that. God, this is fantastic. Why haven't we done this with keys before? It should still class as a connection there, actually. It should allow people to walk over. We'll grab the trees here too. And stick them on the other side. Go. And we have warped the bridge a little bit. I think we'll also create a little bit of a hump back in it as well. Let's make that a middle section. Where are the nodes? Give me... Actually, yeah, that's okay, that's okay. Bring you up a little bit, and then set this one to the same height. Cool. So hopefully they'll walk across this now. Be quite nice. Node controller for the win indeed, for the win. Cool. Oh, Minor is off. I have to drop out for lunch. Have a good one, thanks. You too, Minor. Enjoy your lunch, buddy. And indeed, the rest of your weekend as a result. You going to go across the key? Damn it, they're not. Is anyone? Desperate to see someone use my bridge. Hopefully they will. Right, flags. Flags, and some more flags. Of course, if you haven't seen yesterday's Thessia episode, we now have a whole bunch of flags from Thessia. So we've got Ascension flag, Venezia, Canberra, Adelaide, Sentinel, Valkyrie. They're Solitude's flags, they're the embassy ones, we won't have those here. And then of course the Thessia flag itself, I think that's everyone. I've even got these cute little visitor information flags, which is very sort of the vibe we're looking at over here, isn't it? We got some prop detail here in a second. And what's actually... Let me just check what's against the back of these flags. It's just a lot of trees, is it? Just grassland. Australian Government National... Is that, they're doing some renovations here or something? And peels off into a playground, doesn't it, with some trees. Quite a bit of foliage around here, so I guess we'll just merge it into kind of like a mini forest, I suppose. Something like that. Like that. Right, you guys like the stream title as well today? I thought that might make some of you laugh. Babe, wake up. Eggs gone live. It didn't make me laugh when I put it in. Cool. They're so good, aren't they? They're so good. Those trees are salinated as fuck, they are, aren't they, Chris? They are. They're salt resistant trees. Well, we should put mangroves in, really. mission. Just finished washing up. I didn't see where Tim said he was going on holiday. Did I miss it? I asked him and then didn't read the response. I'm heading to the Bay Area of San Francisco. Very nice, Tim. Very nice. Cool. Where's the Thunderbox? In due time, Michael. In due time. We'll put it in the playground. Right. Yeah, did you all get the notification? Like, basically YouTube calling you babe. Oh, you all did. That is quite funny. Right, we'll have that pathway go there, and then we'll start filling this with some trees here. Get a playground in here too. I'd love to use a park life playground just so we can actually see some children playing on it as opposed to just props. Although I imagine the terrain is going to start causing some issues. Now, how far can we push you away? Then again, I did say I'd make this a park life area, didn't I? So we can have it on the path. Let's do that. We don't have a park area nearby we can just rob, do we? You are... What are you? You're university area, aren't you? University. That's pedestrian. That's... What are you? Pedestrianised as well, okay. Yeah, we'll just make a park area. Make a park area. Oh dear. What the hell was that? That's the spawn point messing up, isn't it? We need to correct the Y coordinate. No, it's the height, isn't it? Yeah, I think it is the height. And put it on 0. Are the nodes not particularly happy here either? They're not, are they? Can we give them a touch more room to breathe? Yeah, there we go. Park area, right, let's do this. Could actually just blend it into this area here. Let's grab segments. Let me delete these segments here, and then we'll put the park gate on this entrance. And then we'll have the park area all around. Feel free to shout name suggestions for this park grounds in the comments. Best one will win. Or the funniest, I suppose. Feel free to name it. Cool. So now we can have you on our pathway. About there, I reckon. Cool, although there's a little bit of jank going on here, isn't there? Are you alright? What's wrong? Can you just come back to the same height as everyone else, please? No? Okay. We'll try it again then. Let's do some terraforming. Push all this back. There we go. Don't want any cliff texture showing, just want this to be grassland really. Let's also remove the natural resource as well, because I want it to be green here. Cool. Right, now we can try again. Let's go. Now begs the question, should I wait my babe? If your babe is going to say, I don't know, let's go to Dunnell Mill or something, then no, stay and watch the stream. But if she's going to sit and watch the stream with you, then yeah. Wait babe up. Wait babe up. Hey, Akiston, welcome into the stream, mate. How are you? How are you? Won't the building need a road connection? No, we've used spawn points to drag their spawn points over here. So they should start receiving goods there eventually. Shouldn't be too long now, actually. Let's not forget to bring the pathways back in either. Let's do this gate over here. Come back to that one, and then also come back down here as well. Cool, we'll get trees in this way. There's sort of like quite leafy, temperate looking numbers, weren't they? We'll fill some trees through here. So the variety is fine. I'm happy with some more pine looking numbers in as well. I've really come to appreciate the Australian pine aesthetic since I saw Teddy playing a little more with them when he did the bridge. He did some really nice tree work around the interchange. Very inspiring. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Let's get that brush tool as well to tidy up the gap between the concrete. 1, 2, 3. Wonderful. And then we did have bollards as well, didn't we? Let's use the plazas and promenades ones rather than a fence. We'll come down to... I'll do 2 meters or 1. Yeah, that's fine. We'll do 2. We'll have this run. I guess just up the road is okay, isn't it? And then we'll do some more trees through this way. On the approach down into Park. Jisung Park, that I love that. That's very good, Smeg. Very good. Because of the flying cars, I think it should be named Hogwarts that Ron crashed into. I forget what it's called. I am not up to date on the Harry Potter lore, no miss. You'll have to let me know. I'll have to let you know. Love how all the flags stick together as a set with the colour schemes. Yeah, Terry's just different gravy, isn't he? Although I called him Delicious Terry in the episode yesterday, and now his wife is calling him that as well, which I found hilarious. I thought that was brilliant. What trees do we want to line? Wouldn't mind a repeated tree pattern here. That one's quite nice. Go for a 12-meter fill on that one. Yeah. Where's the governor today, Eggsy? Is she alright? You usually come in pairs, so I hope she's doing okay. That node is horrific. Can we make you a slope, please? There we go. And then we'll also keep that tree line going across the playground as well. So there's little like information booths and stuff, wasn't there, outside the museum? So let's get some park props to replicate that. Yeah, stuff like this. Cool. I reckon we can get Jerry and Mitch out here as well, enjoying a day by the water. We'll do that in a second. Let's carry on the bollard and the concrete pattern as well, actually. Let's get that boxed off before we carry on with the rest of the park. Let's do concrete here. And then just sort of try and merge it into there. Cool. What's the mod that gives you the A next to the temp in the UI? That is Anarchy. Tree Anarchy to be specific. Yep. The governor's out shopping with her son in Primark. Like, left him to it. Yeah, fair play, Exy. Don't blame me, mate. Don't blame me. Get those bollards back again. And then we'll do 2 meters, I think, wasn't it? I think it was. Wonderful. Do one, and then we'll keep the bollard running along the back of the car park there as well. Cool. Should look a little bit more of a believable space now, shouldn't it? Looking pretty cute, actually. There was a wall-to-wall commercial. Was definitely the shout, wasn't it? Someone's on the bridge. Yes, please, everyone, watch this. He's cycling as well, even better. You ready? Look at that. Oh, that's so good. Delicious. He does sink into the earth a little bit as he comes on the key, but that's fine. I can live with that. That's so good. That's probably the best bit of the city so far. Node controller. Incredible. Primark on a Saturday, yeah, that's a horrific choice, isn't it, Star? Horrific choice. The one in Lancaster, which of course you'll be familiar with, is disgusting on a Saturday. And that shopping centre that is filled with vape shops. Vape shops are everywhere these days, you cannot get away from them. Every week there's a new vape shop open in town. Although there is a KFC there, so. Oh, is it Burger King? I think it's Burger King, isn't it? Near the EE shop. Cool. So let's get some benches down. We'll get Jerry and Mitch out here for a nice day. Oh my god. Someone's dead. Oh dear. I love that they're using the concrete space to actually bring it back to the hearse though. Props for realism. Rest in peace though. Clearly had. Maybe they just took on too much knowledge and perished as a result. Right, so we'll get a bench out here too. Let's do, I think, quite a fancy bench. We'll look these out over 12 is too much. 6 is okay. Let's have these benches here. And then we'll get Jerry, who of course is enjoying his, well, I guess he's a, what was it called when you want to run from the police? You're obviously he's quite clearly a criminal at this point. But there's like a word for it, isn't there? Not a refugee, that's like fleeing poverty, isn't it? But oh, it's right on the tip of my tongue. What's it called when, like, you're on the run from the police? You are a something, aren't you? The live chat will let me know. Fugitive, that's the one, Michael. Fugitive, that's the word I'm looking for. That's the one. Let's get a bin here too. Next to Jerry. And we'll get the old bin chicken in as well. The old classic good day out for the old gang. There we go. This is a really cute little space, isn't it? Those flags absolutely make it. On the lam? I've never heard on the lam before. But yes, fugitive is the word I was looking for, yeah. Fugitive is the one. Let's do some shrubs. Just a little space here. Shrub cluster, that's what I'm after. There we go. And then just a single taller tree. Maybe one of these. Cool. Bin chicken. Never heard of on the lamb. No, I've not heard on the lamb before. Yeah. Yeah. Harrison Ford? Did I miss? It's not Harrison Ford, is it? Yeah. Be that back beans and toast is calling me. No worries, exit. Enjoy, mate. Cool. I want to create, I think, a little rock line in between the concrete and the grass here, just to help blend that texture out. There's something a little bit unsatisfying about concrete to grass in Cities 1. I think it just wants something to help blend it in. The old faithful rock garden, if you will. Remember Ilos? There's so many rock gardens in Ilos. It's like, oh wait, we've got some empty space. Let's put some rock gardens in it. Those were the days, right? Now we asked about with bin chickens and flags. There we go. Cool. I'm a big fan of that. Very much indeed. Yeah, so there's quite a few rocks on the way down to those planters as well, wasn't there? Which we might actually use Oh, I can't use intersection marking tool on a key, can I? But no, we won't do that then. There was those like pink looking trees, wasn't there, in planters following the water line. So why don't we use some of these? And probably jacaranda is the tree we want here. The old jackies. Yeah, thank you for 138 of you here as well, guys. I really appreciate you all continuing to support a modded CS1 live stream, so thank you so much. I hope you're having a wonderful weekend and showing out. Has anyone got any fun weekend plans? Apart from the stream, of course. Perhaps a bit of shopping like the governor, or maybe a visit to a restaurant or something. Yeah, we'll keep this pattern going. I like this. We don't use these hexagonal planters enough. There is some really nice ones here actually I wouldn't mind using. And filling it with a variety of different plants just to help decorate the space. Try and keep it exotic-ish. Let's get some smaller bushes as well. Sort of a collection of Thessia's foliage, if you will. Something quite cute to walk past, and definitely some sort of signage as well, just to indicate what it is you're walking past. It's definitely the sort of thing you'd get here, isn't it? The visitor information sign. They're always welcome, aren't they? Something like that. Please never stop building CS1. As long as you guys continue to support it, Bram, I am happy to keep making it. I love CS1. It's just top draw, innit? Top draw. Oh, the Roses are here. Something's kicked off. Well, it's all going down here, isn't it? There's Death, there's Police, there's Jerry, there's Mitch, the Bin Chicken, Plants. Extremely active. Cool. Oops, I need to leave. Goodbye, goodbye, Cubic. Enjoy your rest of your weekend, buddy. Well, you know my weekend plans? Yes, thesis, EMB. I didn't need to ask you, did I? No plans, just decompress and vegetate. That sounds good, James. Fireplace game is going to clean his mum's house before she comes home from the hospital. I hope she's okay, Fireplace. My warmest regards to your mum, mate. Do send her our best. I think we'll do some rockline pathways down to the water. It's a very nice little park, isn't it? And let's also extend that concrete texture where it looks like it wants to be drawn across, not like that. Nomis is to camp in front of the computer for doing some cleaning at home. How's the modded build going, Nomis? You're still doing the crazy modded European build, right? How is it? We'll chuck you the host after the stream, actually, Nomis. We'll send some people your way, mate. As I know you're still doing the... Well, as long as you are still doing the build. Then if you're not, then there's no point in sending them, but I think you are. I'm sure you are. It's just a collection of sort of hedge and bush, isn't it, if you like. Let's actually go to find it and we'll filter for small trees. Yeah, small just there. Yeah, lots of this sort of stuff, and I guess we'll keep the rock lining going this way too. Egg sends his regards. Who? Oh, he's live yesterday. Showed up with some bin chicken until the Rosses showed up. At that point, Fireplace's mum decided she didn't want to leave the hospital because she thought her son had gone insane. Cool. And yeah, just generic random selection of colourful trees and shrubbery. Very cute little day at the park, this one, isn't it? And maybe something a little taller just to help things pop. Something like that, maybe. How do you feel about this one? I reckon some undergrowth as well might be quite welcome, actually. Over here too. Wonderful. I am enormously happy with that. That is very, very cute indeed. Turned out alright, didn't it? Alright, great looking area. Cheers, Baked. I love your title for the stream. Cheers, Fireplace. Cheers. Star Stuff was planning to buy flooring, but then the notification came. It's an easy decision. What flooring are you looking at, Star? Are you getting like laminate flooring or over carpet? Touch of vinyl, perhaps? Maybe we can help you choose if you're undecided. You let us know what room it's for. I'm sure the chat would help you decide on your flooring. It's going well. I had some issues around Christmas with the save, but got it back. Very nice. Editing a video for a Metro Depot at the moment. Very nice. Very nice, no miss. Although Eggs is not on board with the map. What map is it on? I'm not sure. Yeah, we need to name the park, don't we? I think G-Sun Park made me laugh the most. Of course, one of United's most underrated players. Absolute workhorse in the middle of the park. So we'll do G-Sun Park. Cool. Let's also keep our tree lining going. I think I also want to extend those concrete textures out this way as well. How much have we done here? Like nothing. We've filmed like none of this space. This is going to be a long live stream, everyone. Settle in for possibly 3 or more hours of non-stop park action. Okay, let's fill that up. And then we'll keep this tree going. This was a 12-meter fill, was it? It's not even the right tree. Which one were you? We're never going to find it now, are we? That's, you know what, we'll just use move it. We'll just move it. There we go. Rather than spending the next 3 hours trying to find that one tree. Just light it up. And one more decal. Lovely. Cool. Hello Egg, hello Claudia. Welcome into the stream, how are you? Welcome in. Cool. I'm very happy with that. That's turned into quite a nice little area. I need to blend the I'll tell you what we needed to do. Because we're starting to move towards the lake now, let's pop back into Street View. And I'm hoping one of our Aussie people have given us a tasty view by the lake, yeah, so some duck action over there as well. Lots of willow S trees, are very colourful. Big autumnal vibes through here, isn't there? Some statues as well. Or sculptures, I guess, probably a better word. So we've just got pathway, dead leaves, some lily pads by the look of it. Yeah, very natural sort of lakefront here, isn't it? How about over this side? Dude on a bike. A really pretty part of Canberra, this, isn't it? I really want to visit Canberra. It's just miles away. Absolutely miles away from me. At least 26 hours of flying. Okay. Okay. Get a few different viewpoints. Yeah, it's just trees, isn't it? It's just trees and park space. Nothing overly extravagant. Maybe some ground lights to line the rock walls. Oh, baked, baked, baked. I like the thinking. Oh my god, another person's dead. What the hell is going on? Like, there's definitely some suspicious activity here, isn't there? Eventually one of the detectives is going to notice a pattern of deaths that keep happening at the Thessian Society of Frame Rate. You could also take it as a bit of a signal that Thessia's frame rate is about to die. Is that like an omen? I'm not sure. could be. Let's not read too much into it. We'll pretend the frame rate is fine, which it is for the time being. Thessia's frame rate's also doing quite well. But yeah, Baked Ziti, as always, is on the ball. So let's line them up with the flags. Let me grab my props. There we go. And like that baked, is that what you had in mind? That's a bit of alright, that, isn't it? Yeah. Great view. I tell you what we'll do, actually, we'll enjoy this nighttime view up to the downtown from here, while we have a posture check and a hydration break, please, everyone. Please, yeah, settle in for some hydration. More attention and detail given this tiny area than my entire city is. Thanks, Anthony. Glad you're enjoying it, mate. River Deported is the map. That's Eggsy's map, isn't it? Oh, was he joking? Right, okay, yeah. That's classic E6, isn't it? Star is looking for simple vinyl, don't want to spend a fortune, or rather can't afford to spend a fortune, just want to look semi-decent. But what room is it for, Star? Kitchen or bathroom? And Bad Wolf with a $5 Australian super chat to get egg to Ozfund. Thank you so much, Bad Wolf. Appreciate the super chat, lovely. You are a legend. Thank you for the $5. Yep. It's cheap flights these days, isn't it? $5 to fly there. You can catch one plane from London to Perth. I'd want to fly to... I mean, I guess you can fly to Canberra, right? Probably not direct from London, though. I'd have to change in Perth or change in Sydney, I guess. Would be the way to get there. I'd be surprised if there's direct flights to Canberra. Hey, Addy. Welcome into the stream. Good morning. Good morning, good morning. Morning. Vape shop 100%. They took Thessia over too. There is quite a few vape shops around Thessia, actually. There is. There is. Is there a reason you don't use decals often? No, not really. I think I just prefer the aesthetic of clean concrete. We do use decals occasionally with the usually with IMT to put things like this on a road to make it like a cobble road. Stuff like this, or like what we did in Sentinel with the pink artistic tram line running through here. I tend to use IMT for decals rather than actually placing them down. But yeah, not overly often. I tend to prefer just the clean concrete look, really. Yeah. Yeah. There's also talking close to the water as well. Yeah, we can do some more of them around the water. I reckon that'd be quite sweet. In and around the planters with the jacarandas in them. I think I'd be on board with that. Have a hydration break as well. I'm very thirsty. Cool. Yeah, it's a bit alright, that, isn't it, Baked? Great call on the lights. Great call. Yeah. Drinking the old summer fruits today, excellent, Vimto. I think we went apple and blackcurrant today, Eggsy. Yeah, apple and blackcurrant. Yeah, change in Perth, good shout. I remember Ali Briskin with a 220 Turkish lira super chat. Night view is fantastic. Can you take a photo for us? Absolutely can, Mehmet. There you go, mate. I'll bang it in the Thessia channel in the Discord. In the Discord. Cool. Right, let's move on to the lake now. Let's move on to the lake. My god, another dead person. What the hell is going on? Just pure death, non-stop. Absolute bringing the bodies out. The authorities have to get suspicious at some point, don't they? So we should probably... I mean, do we need to make a dedicated bus stop? They are just stopping on the road. I think that's okay, right? We definitely want to do some IMT, though. So let's do this while we remember. We'll tie up these bus lanes. So let's go from here to here. I'll tie this up. And same there too. Thank you for the super chat as well, mate. I'm pretty sure I said thank you, didn't I? Appreciate you, mate. You're an absolute hero. I have a chat with my YouTube manager next week, Mehmet. I'm going to ask them about turning on YouTube gifting because I know you're keen to have that for the streams, but I cannot for the life of me find out where to turn it on, and the Google answers that tell me where to turn it on are not present on my channel, so I don't know why. So I will ask her next week and see what she says. I want Control Shift for a double solid, and can we reduce the width here? Bring it down. There we go. Still stay. Touch of texture density as well. There we go. Very nice. Cool, and we definitely want a pathway flowing up here as well, don't we? Maybe we can do a bit of an expanded bus stop here too. Make it a bit fancier as it comes down into the park. Put that down there. Statue of Death. Oh, we did? Yeah, we found some sculptures, didn't we? Yeah, we'll do some sculptures around here. We will. Right, let's do a little bit of an expanded seating area up here. So it kind of blends into the park a little bit. And let's get some benches. Let's just do... What do I want here? Let's stick with the nice looking benches. We'll have 1 and 2 either side. Just somewhere to wait out of the sun. Oh, they're not really appropriate, are they? No, the legs stick in them. I feel like I missed. Do you know what we do need to turn on? Is that asset from Ilos? You know, the big concrete kind of sun cover. I need to turn that on here. That's what I need to do. I feel like it's needed in Thessia as well to protect people from the heat sitting out in the sun like that. We'll have a little bush line in here too. There. We'll introduce people into the park. Some park props will be welcome around here as well. Things like the little information stands. And we'll also get this. So let's do that sign again. What's that one? Perfect. Bus depot sign. Add that one there, and we'll also grab a little information sign here as well. What's this one? Little history sign there. Okay, I think that'll do. I think that'll be okay. These buses are very quiet. Very quiet indeed. Comes out of the National Museum over here. Do you need more stops? You are not that busy, are you, I suppose? Which is fine. I guess it's okay. Maybe stop down here as well. Pick some more people up. Cool. I'm happy with that. Right. I'm making my mate Paul watch for the first time. He wants a volcano in the mountain. We are going to do a volcano build. We've been exploring how we might do it. Samuel Cortez did... If you remember when Sully's water parks came out. I'll tell you what, I'll show you actually. I shouldn't get a copyright strike for showing this. Let me grab it. So... This one here. Let me mute the video so we don't get copyright struck. So when the water park pack came out that Sully did last year, you can see here he has animated lava flowing out of the park. So I'm trying to find out how he did this, but I'm pretty sure it's done with PO, and I don't want to put PO into Thessia. But I think it was Nomis Towns actually came up with a really nice idea of using Theme Mixer, and what we will do is go to Steam, because I'll show you what we're going to do. We come to the workshop and we search in Volcano. Someone, if I can spell volcano, it would help. There we go. Someone's made a volcano theme, which is very, it looks like a Mustafar build, essentially, right? So we're going to change the polluted watercolor of Thessia's theme to that, and then essentially put sewage in the volcano, so when the sewage water begins to bubble over, it's going to be that red lava. Is how we're going to make Thessia's volcano erupt, essentially. So, it's going to be a poo volcano, but it's also going to be red poo, and it's going to look like lava, and we'll do like a little volcano research center, in which we'll probably head to the Canary Islands for some inspiration for that, because it's obviously quite volcanic around there. Kind of like a geological volcano monitoring station at the same time whilst the volcano is erupting. So we're gonna be able to do it. I think it's yeah, it's gonna be pretty cool. it should be pretty cool today. You were the chosen one. Yeah, I have the high ground, right? There's gonna be a ton of Revenge of the Sith jokes in that video. Did you guys see the meme I posted in the Discord the other day? I thought it was pretty good. I'll show it to you. Where is it? Yeah, here. Have it this way, right? I am not your failure, Sia. You didn't kill CS2. I did. I thought it's pretty good. World-class memeage in the Discord if you aren't joining us there. Please come ahead and join us. We have a lot of fun in the Discord. Right, so the lake. Let's finally turn our attention toward the lake, shall we? So let's do fitting wallpaper too. It's more for my nephew. He's watching me play one day, and we're obviously in the middle of taking through Star Wars at the minute. I mean, I'm happy for Star Wars paper, but not the Disney films. But yeah, it's more for him than it is for me, because he loves it every time we open up the PC to play Minecraft and he sees Kylo Ren. He's a big fan of the Disney films, unfortunately, but still Star Wars nonetheless, so can't complain, mate. Cool. Cool, let's have that here. Right, okay, so just in the new build. There always is, isn't there? There always is. Cool, right, let's get this to... Well, I want dirt on the edge, but I think the... Do you know what? This is probably the time to use decals, isn't it? Don't use a ton of them though. More after. Ah, yeah, this is perfect. Yeah, this is. Yeah, it's just sort of what I want. Just a slightly muddy texture to blend in. There's also these theme decals as well. Yeah, that's what I want. That's what I want. I knew these would come in useful one day. Theme decals for the win. Much more of a smoother transition than it is from Surface Painter. Sort of dirty up the edge of the lake there. Got some nice trees around here too. These pathways want to be brought up. Mallay's leaving. Got to head off now, guys. We'll catch the bud later. Have a good weekend. See you later, Mallay. You enjoy your weekend, mate. Thank you for hanging out. I'll have that one go through there. And then we'll bring that up as well. And lots of colourful trees. Even though we don't actually have that many colourful trees in Thessia's asset collection, it's mainly sort of green leafy numbers and drier gums and whatnot. I guess do you want to do a touch of Thessia, I think. How will we... Yeah, I think we'll have the Thessia forest hug the pathway up to the road. Can we node control these? We can indeed. Let's have that there. I think I want to take the green tree out of Thessia's forest brush as well. It's starting to irritate me a little bit. Irritated by green tree. Brad plays cities with a membership for 19 months. Insane, Bradders. Thank you for the wave, mate. How are you? Nice to have you in here. 18 months of membership is insane. Thank you for that support, mate. Absolute hero. How are you? Are you okay? I'm in the middle of some tree detail at the minute, so please excuse my slightly vacant reaction. Hard to focus on two things at once. Nice to have you in, Brad. Nice to have you in, mate. Cool. What other games you've been playing lately? Bit of Enshrouded. Started playing that recently. It's pretty fun. Enjoyed that. Elden Ring as well. I'm in the middle of an Elden Ring run at the minute. Very much. Well, I love the FromSoft games, so Elden Ring is just brilliant. Absolutely love it. Yes, I'm doing another Elden Ring run. This time as a Dex Arcane Bleed build, which is very fun. And Warhammer 3 is always on the agenda. Baldur's Gate 3 as well. I'm in the depths of a Baldur's Gate run, which is such a good game. If you haven't played Baldur's Gate, I would say even if you're into your RPGs, play it, but even if you're not an RPG fan, I think you should still experience Baldur's Gate. There's nothing quite like it. And the occasional game of FIFA is always welcome as well. Yeah. So if he hasn't cracked and played Deep Rock Galactic with us, I have played Deep Rock Galactic before, but I wasn't massively enamoured with it. It was okay. I don't hate it, but it wasn't massively my bag. But it is a good game. I can see why people enjoy it. It is good. But yeah, the Deep Rock Galactic fever has swept this Discord server again once more, hasn't it? It really has. My dad's been playing Enshrouded. Is he enjoying it, Akas? Is he enjoying it? You know that last Orchid Bay used Thessia Forest Brush? I changed it, didn't I? Did I? It'll still work, it just won't have Thessia's trees in it. It just won't have it in it. Also, I was watching an Aussie YouTuber, he said his favourite Aussie tree is mountain gum. Have you got there? We've got gums, I don't know if it's specifically a mountain gum, but there is... we have a red gum, regular smooth gum, a tall gum, forest gum, eucalyptus cluster. Not specific mountain gums, I don't think, but a variety of gums, yeah. Saying the word gum quite a lot, aren't I? Cool. This is what I envision. Let's get some rocks around here too. Do you want to possibly smoothen that out a little bit more as well? I think so. Let's do some little rock clusters around the edge. We'll get that statue in that we saw as well. Or sculpture, I guess, is the more appropriate phrase, isn't it? CO opted to use Unity. You guys talk about the CS2 engine. I do agree with the fact it probably shouldn't have been built on Unity. I think CS, after the success of the first game, it merited its own custom engine. But I know they are insanely expensive to develop, and I've no knowledge of game development, but I do believe it should have had its own engine, I think. I don't think it should have been on Unity. I think it's quite restrictive for what they had in mind, at least. But you know, if you don't enjoy the simulation, the game isn't for you. Let's do a sculpture. Do you want to use... We've got a few options. We've got Jesus, got some horses. Joey Senior, of course. Some dragons. Some of the plazas and promenades ones as well. I guess we could do a few around the lake shore, couldn't we? I think Joey Senior is a bit dominant for the lake. He usually belongs in the town centres, doesn't he? So why don't we have this one down here? Bring that down. Have that one there. And a little sign next to it as well that just either credits the artist or has a bit of history on it. Maybe one of the zoo signs. Oh, the massive bold zoo letters are a little off-putting though, aren't they? That one. Yeah, nature reserve sign's perfect. There we go. And then I guess we can have a few statues around the lakeshore, can't we? Yes, we can. Move the Mouse is in the house, of course. As soon as we mention the fact the simulation isn't for him, Move the Mouse turns up. Welcome in, Mouse. How are you? Nice to see you, buddy. How are you, mate? Welcome in. Let's grab the little cube statue. We'll have this one. Oh, no. No. Statue. There we go. Cool, I'll have that on there. And another little sign to just credit what it is. I took it personal and said that maybe the game isn't for you. Yeah, someone's got to take the CEO away from the comms. It's not a good idea. It's never been a good idea, regardless of the industry or the company or the product. The CEO should never, ever be communicating with the audience. That needs to be the community manager who is in touch with what's wrong, not the CEO. Not at all. Never worked out in history and it never will. People do not sympathise with CEOs at all. Okay, they're pretty cute, right? It's a nice little park. Pretty similar to what we saw in Canberra. Very, very nice. I tuned in just as you said that, yeah. It's like if you say the simulation isn't for you 3 times in the mirror, Move the Mouse will like appear. Just toxic. You're toxic, Mickey. How dare you criticize a broken game? That's just toxic. Toxic as fuck. But in other news, Little Lake Shore's quite nice, isn't it? I do like it. I really wish that these Bad Peanut pictures were animated. I'd love to see like a game. You know, like how you see in the stadiums, the little people running back and forth. But I guess there's people on it, so it's a happy compromise, isn't it? Okay. Okay. How about a little cafe here? Can we do that? And then we can call it done with this area. And then we'll start snaking around these places. Finishing off that bit. Let's grab some forest brush. We'll squeeze it out. And a quick hello people to all 143 of you here as well, guys. I do appreciate you hanging out on a weekend for a little bit of modded CS2 fun. Thank you for supporting the streams. Yeah, let's grab this park area as well so we can use park life assets on pathways rather than having to bring roads into the equation, or pedestrian roads at least. Yeah, let's use this pathway here at the university, which I really like this university, by the way. It's a really nice one, wasn't it? Some really great designs at the front, nice and open, lots of really cute parking designs here too. Really like it. Not to toot my own horn or anything, but it's a nice campus. Last driver just rolled in, so I'm off. Great stream. How long did he take, Baked? Hour and a half, didn't he? Not too bad, mate. You enjoy. Have a safe journey home as well, Baked. Thank you for hanging out, mate. We'll catch you soon. Cool. So let's do. Maybe we're gonna bring in another little key here. Might create some really cool layers. We'll We'll get the restaurant in first and then we'll see what we think. So let's have our Park Life. We'll just use Park Life stuff for this. Have our cafe there. We'll also get the Thunderbox in as well. Which we might actually name after Bradders because he's not got a Thessian Thunderbox yet, has he? All his Thunderboxes are located in Ilos. So, yeah, we'll name this Brad's after Brad for his 18-month membership. Ridiculous Brothers, thank you, mate. Right, let's have that. We'll surface paint this little internal area up. Yabba dabba doo all. Hello, Teresa. Welcome into the stream. How are you? Yabba dabba doo to you as well. Welcome on in. Let's feed out another little node from here as well. We'll do some node controller spices here. Remove a node where it's unwanted. It's impossible to remove this node, is it really? Do you want another one in the middle instead? Or not, I guess. Can we just push the red one off? It's a path node, isn't it? It really doesn't matter. They're going to walk on it either way. Can we push the blue one back? Bring the red ones together. That's a little odd, isn't it? Yeah, I don't like that at all. Let's not do that. I think it has to be that same university path, doesn't it, if we want to connect it in? Yeah, that's I'm happy with that. That's okay. That's okay. There we go. Yeah, do we want a little retaining wall key in here? I'm probably not averse to it. Come down this way. Bring this up this side. And we'll do node controller in the corner and tighten it off. And let's grab those nodes too and just bring them in line with the top of the cafe. Something along the lines of that. And touch of terrain change here maybe. Just expose a touch more of that key. Do you like that? Welcome in, Valley. How are you, mate? Welcome on in. Welcome on in. Cool. Have you got a favourite beverage, brothers? Are you a coffee man? Tea? Or... I don't know. Don't really do hot beverages. What's that Brazilian one called? Like a Brazilian leaf, isn't it, that they grind? Can't remember what it's called now. Begins with M, I think. Is it mate or something? Mate? I think that's what it's called. Uber mate, something like that. Probably horrendously wrong. Hello, Vanilla Skylines. Welcome in, mate. How are you? Nice to have you. I had to disappear. Had an engineer trying to fix the heating. No luck yet. Oh, I hope he gets it sorted, Claire. Of all the months, January's not the one you want to lose your heating in, isn't it? Really is. Where's the triangle fence egg? It's a good shout, Chris. I think we just placed it with rocks, didn't we? We could have done fencing here to create the triangle, but I think we went with the rocks instead. Yerba Mate, that's the one. That's the one, yeah. But Brad himself is a coffee man, so we'll call it Brad's. Oh, no, I hit the wrong button. It freaks out a little bit. There we go. Let's do. Why are we insane here? You okay, cities? Gonna calm down? Let me rename the building. Oh my god. We'll do Oh, that's why my apostrophe is set to a cinematic shortcut. Hold on. That's why it doesn't like us. Come on. Chill out. There we go. There we go. It's going to have to be grammatically incorrect, Brad, but it's still named anyway. Brad's coffee. Brad's coffee and thunder. Is that okay? Set some tables out here as well. We'll grab the same ones that are on the Park Life assets, which are not appearing here. Which one does it? Not appearing there either, is it? Is it table? Did I miss it? There it is. There it is. That's the one. Cool. And some tree lining as well. Got a little oak lining either side of the cafe here. And then I reckon we'll do a splash of Thessia forest around here to blend it in back into that university forest that we have on the corner. These guys should have quite a wonderful view across the park itself. This would be a great place to come, right? This would definitely be super busy all the time. See the embassies over there as well. It's the New Zealand embassy. Very, very nice indeed. Very, very nice. This is brilliant, bro. Glad you're enjoying it, Teresa. Glad you're enjoying it. Glad you're enjoying it. Some rocks where you have the cliff texture beneath the key. So it's a good shout. No miss. It is a good shout, I say. Good to be here. Hope you're good, mate. I'm a coffee lover. Vanilla latte with some cream. I'm a sucker for. Yeah, latte is always good. Although I'm not a massive lover of like dairy, so I tend to go for an Americano, really. Good afternoon, bacon roll plus egg on the YouTube. Lovely. Welcome in, Julia. Have you gone for red or brown sauce? That's going to be the deal breaker, though. Welcome into the stream, lovely. How are you? Gems on the Yorkshire tea with oat milk. Oat milk is top tier. Oat milk is amazing. I love oat milk. Is it still classed as dairy? I don't think it is, right, because it's like an alternative for people that lack the toes, isn't it? I think, anyway. That's me making a massive assumption on lactose intolerance. You never know quite the conversation that's going to break out on the streams, do you? Yeah, that was a great little shout, no miss. I like the rock line at the bottom of the key there. We'll get some larger rocks on it as well. Oh, yeah, too. And some smaller bushes will be welcome. Some kind of like grass blooms, more what I'm after. Yeah, this sort of stuff. Lovely. That's alright, that, isn't it? I'm happy with that. Jojo, we started in the day with a nice double espresso. I've been thinking about getting a coffee machine, actually. You know those little pods? I don't know what they're called. It's like Nespresso or something. Extra cream in Mouse's coffee until it's pale like him. Overcharged egg, I love this map. It's nice, isn't it? Yeah, a massive shout out to Eggsy and Karina for the Thessia map. It is perfect. Absolutely perfect. Yeah, remember making it with Eggsy. We were looking around different terrains in Australia for setting up a height map, and then he's like, I kind of have something that never made it to publication. Do you want to see it? And I was like, yeah, sure. And this was it. It was this mountain range. And as soon as I saw it, I was like, yeah, this is Thessia. And then they went ahead and built the rest of the map, and they did an outstanding job of it. It's so good. Couldn't imagine building Thessia on any other map. Cool. I reckon we're done with this little, well, this side of the park anyway. There's still, how long has this taken us? An hour and 39 minutes, and it's not even halfway done. It's still got a little bit of a ways to go yet. Michael, with a $10 US super chat. Inquiring minds want to know, how are Beryl and Lord Eddington getting along? Can we expect another episode? Beryl Lord Eggington. Oh yes, of Anno. Yes, I was like, who the hell is that? Yes, you're talking about Anno, Michael. Yes, you can expect another episode, mate. I've just been there's a video out tomorrow that the patrons have already had access to, and it's kind of like a big sort of fun, sort of. Well, you'll see it tomorrow. It'll be out. That's taken up all my time last week. And then Thessia and Orchid Bay, so I think I'm going to bring Anno back next week. But yeah, we will run it as a 10-part mini-series, because I know there are people that are enjoying Anno, so I don't just want to let it fade away. But yes, you can expect another episode, and we'll bring Anno back. It's kind of taken a back burner, because it's not a massive view bringer, so... But I will finish it, I promise, we will. Cool, right, let's develop this side now. I think where it gets a little bit narrow, we're not going to terraform that. I think what we will do is bring in some nice kind of double-layered quay and road networks until it opens up again. But sorry, thank you for the super chat as well, Michael. You are a legend, mate. Thank you for the donation, my friend. And I'm glad you're enjoying the Anno series as well. I realise it's not for everyone. It is, however, a very fun game. And if you at all enjoyed Age of Empires, it's a much more fleshed out Age of Empires, essentially. It's a really fun game. We'll have this key follow the shape of the road, and while we're in the Canberra-inspired area, we'll stick with all these kind of curves and geometry that Canberra has around it. And then I want to grab the nodes of the keys here. Let's grab our picker tool, and then I want them all to be the same height. Was that on? Yeah, so there's touches of jank there, but we can blend it in. So then where we have pedestrian crossings on the road already is obviously going to be a good choice to connect back into the quay. We'll do it. There's no real point to have one there, is there? Do it here as well. Cool. And then let's push the land back beneath the water. Lovely. Wait for it to stabilise and see if we're happy with it. How are the ferries doing? Dead. Very little use on the ferries. So there's almost 17. Not horrific. Not horrific. An insanely long ferry line though. Have a great stream, Meg. Have a great weekend. Back to Minecraft with my daughter. Enjoy Mouse. Thanks for hanging out, buddy. Enjoy Minecraft. Nespresso sucks, says Marex. Would you recommend a better coffee machine? Would you recommend a better one? Have you gone into French press or AeroPress, says EMB? I've not. I've not. Although AeroPress also gets a thumbs up from Anthony as well. Yeah. Walter stood at the door waiting to go out, so I'll be right back. See you later on. Give Walter a scratch from us as well, please. Cool. Yeah, I really like this. That water does break up onto the quay slightly, doesn't it? Okay. Let me adjust the Thessia forest brush as well here. I don't want green tree in it anymore. And I don't want the traveller's palm or the long grass. It's not called long grass, is it? Tall grass, that's the one. Yeah. How's that? Yeah, that's better. We'll go with that. Go with that. We'll paint in some trees between here and the road. I imagine also on the road there'd probably be a safety barrier there as well, wouldn't there, to stop people veering off onto the quay and down into the water. So we'll do that with IMT. Let's have the forest flow through here. Cool. Yeah, let's do the IMT barrier. We will go for a nice choice fence. Let's do some decorative networks. What have we got to play with? Do we have a crash barrier? There's a single-sided one, which I think is probably what we'd find here, right? Let's apply that to the next intersection. That should run it all the way around. These guys should have a pretty nice view here as well when the Dakota Falls Embassy is not in the way anyway. Hey Chef Josh, welcome in mate, haven't seen you around for a long time. How are you? How are you? Nice to have you here. You could put down a marina or create a small one, we could. Could star. Marina would go well here. A little bird told me you recently received some roadside decorations spiced with diagonal stripes of foliage. Could that be adapted for some space filling? I don't know what you're talking about, EMB. Roadside decorations spiced with diagonal stripes of foliage. What, in the asset collection? Recently? I don't know what you're talking about, EMB. I have no idea, mate. Might as well go the whole hog and get an espresso machine. The Keurig hasn't been used since we got our espresso machine. School of Rock is one of Nomastown's favourite films. More forest push through here. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, EMB. You need to be a bit more obvious. Your cryptic messaging has confused me. Cool, so let's have this through here, and then I think we're going to hop over into Google Earth again for some more park inspo here. A marina would be quite cool. We'll do it here. Right, kind of juts out. Do we maybe want another bus stop down here as well? Maybe here. Yeah, we get the buses stop here. Might encourage people down this quay a little bit more. Love that layering as well there. Right, road slightly higher than the quay as it bends around the coastline. Very, very nice. Very nice indeed. Not a fan of the coffee pods. So much waste to the most expensive coffee on earth. I believe they are quite expensive, aren't they? I don't really drink that much coffee either to probably justify getting one. Right, Google Earth. So we've kind of used this whole area here. That Archbishop's house. Okay, that we're down there. So there's some more inspo to be had here, which is quite cool. There's a National Police Memorial, which would be perfect to use Jerry Senior's statue, wouldn't it? More flags again as well. Oh yeah, there's like a big plinth here, isn't there? Is that the memorial? What was that? National Carolyn. What on earth is that? Tourist attraction. Can we get a street view? We can. What on earth is this? Is this something in particular, or is it just like a monument? A little bridge across to the island here as well. There's a dog there. Oh, no, it's not a dog, it's a kid. Oh, it's a dog. I got excited then for a second. Never mind, it's just a toddler. Move on. This is an island, is it? It is an island, it is. Chippy Time Running Club meetup point? What on earth is Chippy Time? Chippy Time Running Club meetup point. It's got a review from Jesse Perkins. Would recommend only annually or biannually, depending on how sick or down you're feeling. I'll be honest, I'm sold on the Chippy Time Running Club. Is chippy slang for something in Oz? Playground over here as well. I think we'll run with this idea. We could do like a police memorial. Would make sense near the government house as well, wouldn't it? The Thunderbox over here as well. Some cute parking designs to be had. Okay. I'll do this. Oh, big single point urban interchange here as well. There's corporate systems everywhere in Canberra, like they're all over the place. Very cool. Okay, so let's get... There's a tsunami memorial here as well. Does Australia suffer tsunamis? I mean, I guess technically any country can suffer a tsunami, right, if the earthquake's in the right place. Okay, but there is road flowing through this green belt, which is quite important to note. So we'll get some parking designs knocking about. Cool, there's plenty of inspiration to go out there, isn't there? There really is. Oh, Brad Plays Cities with a $7.99 Australian dollar super chat supporting OE and CS1 content. Thank you so much, Brad. You are a legend, mate. Thank you for supporting the channel. With patronship and membership and super chat, you're absolutely nuts. Thank you for all support, mate. You are very much appreciated. Glad you enjoy it so much, mate. I reckon I might move my ferry line over a touch here. I think I need to do a little bit more land, and the ferry line is quite a bit in the way. Let's just arc it out more towards the shipping lanes, which the boat police are probably not going to be too happy with because they are now very close to the ocean liners, but I need the space, so it'll be okay. There we go. I just want to give myself a touch more breathing room on this side. Right, let's push all this out here. There we go. We're also coming up to the quay here as well by the National Museum. That should be a bit of fun. Cool. Soften out some of the terrain up this side as well. Here we go. Delicious. Hot chips. Yeah, we'd call like a chip shop a chippy in the UK as well, but to name a running club after hot chip seems a bit weird. Canberra has the Skyway. Is it in Canberra, Brad? Is that where it is? That's awful. Was that back in Bavaria we discovered the Sky Whale? I think it was Ilos actually, wasn't it? Wasn't it Ilos? I think so. Right, let's bring those parking designs down. We'll also get rid of the sand here as well. I don't want this to be beach. There we go. Let's do some parking lot road. Let me just glance back at those parking designs as well. Cool. Balletti all the way, or else a French press. You generally don't gain much from machine, and Keurigs are eventually very wasteful and don't do the best coffee. Yeah, people aren't massively selling me on it. Right, let's do a little bit of parking spice. I'd love to have that Canberra design, so I always forget this. They drive on the dark side of the road. It's impossible to tell which side that is in the theme. This one, I think, isn't it? It was so much more obvious in Ilos' theme. So we'll have that there. And we'll hook these in. We could even do... Could we do it here, actually? If we shift... No, shifting blue closes the node, doesn't it? It's fine, it's fine. We won't do that. Let's get our spaces up here. And then we'll get that National Police Memorial made as well. Bring the key over here too so we can hook into it. Should we make the island? We'll just have it on this landmass. I think there's enough land to fill already, isn't there, without me adding more to detail. Love the mountain in the background. Yeah, I think it was Michael actually commented when we did the Skyline episode. Especially from this perspective, the skyline follows the crawl of the mountain, which was absolutely not intentional, just a happy accident. It was nice. Very good. Right, let's bring the keys down this way. Probably that shoreline. We will actually break the key here and establish a pathway that links the two together. And we'll cut it through the little kind of overgrown rocks on the shoreline. I can't imagine they'd be removed in a landscaping job. Let's say. Come through here. We'll have that go down there. Ade is off for breakfast. Good day, and to you, Ade, and to you. Right. Let's do a little bit of dirt through this way. And we'll also extend this parking road down this side as well. There we go. And then we'll slope this up with multi-tool. No, that's parallel mode. That's not what I want to do at all. There we go. Put that out. Get that forest line coming through here too. Cool. And then terraforming to adjust the shoreline. Cool. I'm happy with that. And then we'll develop our police memorial in this space here. So I think if it's going to be police, it has to be Jerry Senior, doesn't it? Oh, which would be a great place for another Mitch and Jerry coven, actually. What's it called? Statue? Yes, there we go. That's the one. We'll have this. Where do we want? Do you want to look out towards the sea, or towards the city? Might be quite nice, mightn't it? We'll have it there, and then we'll bring the pathways around here too. Is there any buildings here? There's thunderboxes. Yeah, there's a playground too, so we can do a playground and try draw some Sims over here so they actually walk around it, which would be nice. So let's do a little curve around Jerry's dad. There we go. That's pretty much perfect, isn't it? Center him in there. Can we grab brush? Fill that space in. And then we'll connect these pathways up to the existing ones in the hope that they will come and use them. And we'll also come into the grid here too. Let's get that in. Make some nice wide path networks with the node controller. Yeah, stuff like that's always welcome. Cool. We'll get a sign up here too. Need the hydration break as well in a second. My mouth is drying up rapidly. Do this one. Very info sign. Yeah, let's just do this one. Have it right on the front. And then we'll surround it with some memorial benches. Let's do these. Redo those, not at all what I wanted to happen. One there, and then in the corners, and then right in the corners. And then we'll duplicate those and move it. Grab our prop. And spin them around. Cool. I reckon we'll bush line this pathway as well. We'll do that for hydration break though. Let's pop our view on here. Cool. So not only was Jerry Senior such a good policeman, he's got memorial statues in many different countries. Right, let's have a little catch up on chat as well, and a posture check, and a hydration break as well, please, people. A Thunderbox memorial. We got a Thunderbox over here as well. There's no reason why not. There is actually a public toilet marked on Google Maps as well. This must be the place for the disaster memorial unit plaza, and we do already have it in the city, Ben. It's over here by King's Park. Look this way. Overlooks this one, which is gorgeous, isn't it? So what we should do actually while we're here is replace one of these flags out for the Adelaide flag. This one. We need some lights over here as well, don't we? It's a little dark at night up at King's Park. We'll have a hydration break over here too. There we go. This is a gorgeous view over the city, isn't it? Absolutely stunning. I love it up here. That was Ilos, was it, Jen? Yeah, where we found out the whale. It's horrendous, that, wasn't it? So weird. It's so weird. Canberra also has the worst roads, as it was designed by a bloke who thought they drove on the opposite side of the road. I hated working at Parliament House. You know what, Brad? I was looking at... that actually might prove a point I was coming across. I was looking at Canberra really before the stream just to see what we were doing. And I noticed some really weird junctions on the couplet system, and that might explain why. This here is like, you can see it a little bit better on the map overlay, but these junctions are like really weird. They're like cutting across the traffic before the junction, and then that one's coming the opposite way as well. Just seems a really weird configuration, and I wonder, after what you've just said, if that's why. They're all down this couplet system too, all these weird sort of junctions. Yeah. That might be why, Brad, maybe, if that is why. I guess it makes sense, wouldn't it? Yeah. I didn't know you lived in Canberra as well, Brad. I didn't know you were around there. Maybe a fish and chip shop along the running. Oh, yeah, that's a great idea, no miss. Yeah, we'll pay homage to the Chippy Running Club. Yeah. If anyone lives in Canberra, by the way, and runs with the Chippy Running Club, do let us know. Ring around the Jerry. Yeah. This is Jerry Senior. Finally caught a live stream. Hello from Georgia. Hello, Ray Miles. Welcome into the stream. How are you? Hello. Greetings to your beautiful state. Georgia's very stunning. What city is this based on? It's a combination of different Australian cities. So the main centre here is based off of Adelaide. The waterfront here is primarily Melbourne-inspired. The bridge is, of course, from Sydney. And then the political district is Canberra-inspired, hence the big circles and lots of weird, flowy geometric shapes. So it's a combination, and then down here is very much Gold Coast inspired with all the towers on the beach. So it's a combination of kind of Gold Coast, Canberra, Adelaide, and Melbourne. So all of them, I guess. It's based on all Australian cities. And Sydney as well, of course. We were also going to take quite a bit of inspiration from Perth, but ended up taking Perth inspiration for Orchid Bay with the way the skyline sits against the river, so it's kind of not really made it into Thessia, which is a bit of a shame. Cool, so Jerry's obviously reminiscing with Mitch. Mitch is like, I just don't know who that is. I don't know your dad. Right, so let's do some bush lining here with the pathways, a little bit more landscaped. I do like these hedges actually. They go quite nice. Adelaide looks a bit like the GTA map from above. Yeah, I suppose it does. Yeah. Yeah, with the way the line comes down near the airport, yeah. I see what you mean. Right, let's do some nice curved rose hedges around this way. We do like that. Yes, we can. Bring it all the way up to the top. And same this side as well. Let's have a little, we've got 151 people here. Thank you for 10 people that have just arrived. Appreciate you all. We're having a wonderful weekend. Which is the perfect time to have a little country shout out. Let me know where you're watching from in the world. I always enjoy this. Yeah, let me know where you are. Should we probably continue the path through this space as well, right? It's going to make sense. Just come on the angle snap here. Yeah, shout out where we are. See if we can find the furthest person from me. It's usually the Aussies. Can't really get much further away from me than Australia. Is the VOD going to be available? Yeah, they're always available, Thomas, mate. Yeah, once it processes, it will be on the live tab for you to watch back in full. If you'd like to, then you can. Can we correct the position of that right there? Where's my hedge gone? Hedge, hedge, hedge. Where are you? Where the hell is it? I've just totally lost it. Hedge. Am I blind? I'm looking right past it, aren't I? There it is, there it is. That's the one. James is in Perth. Mike is late. Welcome in, Mike. Nice to have you here. Better late than never, right? The old saying. Austria, Poland, Valencia. Portugal. Norway, New York. Whereabouts in New York, Polar Bear? New Jersey, Spain, the Netherlands, Devon, Sydney. Let's bring this one down here. Don't want the bush line to extend down to this district, so we'll let it fade back out again. UK Lancs, shout out Lancaster. Big up the Lancashire. Are you a Northerner, Star, or did you move up to Lancs? Hello from Glasgow, hello Vanilla Skylines. Hello. Czech Republic. Chicago, Illinois. Good morning from Toronto, Canada. Coffee cheers. Well, good morning, Booper. Good morning to you, my friend. Belo Horizonte, Brazil. Very exotic, Mathola. Your country is insanely beautiful. I'd love to visit South America one day. Cool, I'm liking this. Let's get some more memorial S trees up in the middle, some of the hardwoods maybe. Let's have these. Actually, no, let's do some of these. Rarely use these ones. What sort of pines do we have actually? All different ones, don't we? Let's mix and match some pine trees in. And some smaller shrubs as well. Kenya is where Jim is. People's Republic of Mancunia. Yes, Anthony. Shout out to the Mancs. You're not tricking me into let you know where I live that easily. It'll work one day, Anthony. It'll work one day. I will find you. I'm joking, by the way. I'm not stalking Anthony. Not yet, anyway. The obsession grows greater every day, though. You're gonna wake up one morning, Ant, to me pressed into your face like, hello people, I finally found you. Get some nicer trees around the middle. Maybe a little gum by the benches to provide perhaps a touch of shade. Like that. Tianjin, China. Very exotic, Jodo. Are you a native Chinese or did you emigrate? Rochester, New York. We have another subscriber. One of my moderators is from Rochester, Polar Bear. Casino. Sheffield, England, up the Yorkshire. Love you. Love a bit of Yorkshire. Lancashire's better though. Maine, very nice. Greetings from Hampton, Virginia. Berlin as well. Guten Tag, Gelly. Love the internationality. I know, so exotic, isn't it, Michael? I know the pronunciation, did I? Glad to hear. Glad to hear. From the US, but live and work in China. Very nice, Jojo. That is a culture change, isn't it? From the US to China. Wow. See you later, Valley. Thanks for hanging out, mate. Exeter, New Hampshire. I'm safe as long as I keep giving egg XL tips. Yeah, you are. You are, aren't you? Okay, I'm liking that little memorial garden there. It's a nice blend back up into the forest, isn't it? Let's do the fish and chip shop. As a little homage to the Chippy Running Club. So it's a tourism asset, isn't it? Chip shop. Yep, this one here. We'll have Swordfish Seafood Grill. And we'll do... not those. Yeah, we'll do our own bush smoke. Have this here. Let's go a little bit over this way. Maybe a little bit too far actually. Let's give them a fence to sort of mark off their boundary. Let's go some classic farm fencing actually. Can we also save a little delivery area out the back of the building as well? Yeah, not British, me, living here for over 12 years now though. Oh, nice, Stan. Mind if you ask where you're from? I always thought you were Lancs. Of course, if that's an intrusive question, just tell me to shut up. That's also okay. That's also okay. Right, let's not bring the fence up to the edge there. Maybe a little bit more than that, actually. Yeah, just get those bins in where it would make sense to use them. And we'll just push that concrete up a touch more as well. Cool. And then we'll do a more industrial side fence over this way. Probably suburban fence actually. Can we push this terrain down too? If we're going to do prop work here, we don't want the props on a slope. Push that out. There we go. And then we'll have suburban fence over this way. Let's just bring that up to the edge of the restaurant there. Maybe change the shape of it a little bit actually. I'm having everything so square, so I'm going to bend it off that way a touch. And we'll do this. Cool. Get some tables. We use those nice tables here actually. The ones that came with hotels and retreats. These ones. I'm really looking forward to showing you Monday's Orchid Bay as well. We've done a really cool build in Orchid Bay for Monday. I think you should all enjoy it. Should be quite nice. Let's go for 5. Does anyone remember that Bingley Chipper Mega Chippy meme song? I don't. The only song I remember these days is £1 Fish. Can't get it out of my head. Every day it's £1 Fish. Wake up humming it. I hum it when I'm making dinner. I even started humming it during detailing time lapses. It's just £1 Fish every day, all day. Imagine some bollards would be welcome here as well, while the tables are so close to a road. It is indeed a culture change, but I've been here 7 years now, and it's more familiar than back home at this point. Very nice, very nice. Oh, oh, hello random tables. You're not supposed to be here. Get rid of them. I almost want to just... I think sometimes with line tool, like, it's really fun and super helpful, but in massive patterns it looks a little unnatural. Definitely, like, as people sit on these tables, they would move and shift about and just look a little bit more sort of humanized. So I think coming through with move it after the fact and just shifting them slightly would definitely be welcome. Just to break those solid lines. Cool. Get a planter in here as well. Maybe actually have it in the middle. How many have we got? 1, 2, 3. That's 3 middle row. And we'll replace them with these very cute little planters that we've got. With a nice shaded tree, something that's going to shade the people while they eat. But also not something that's super wild looking either. There's always a hard balance to strike, isn't it? I think the common vases are always a good call. Let's do 2 of these. It's a fancy fish and chip restaurant, isn't it? But we can pretend they may be caught by the Valkyrie fishery, imported here. Yeah, another really nice place to come and eat, isn't it? I drove to Binley a while back, near this town, straight past the mega chip here. Sang it the rest of the way home. Now it's stuck in my head again. I'll have to listen to that one. I love like an earworm song. Yeah. For the Volcano Research Centre we were talking about in the video from yesterday. And this is one from the Etna's Observatory in Sicily. I've been to Mount Etna. It's definitely one to look at actually. I can't remember what it looked like though. I remember taking a cable car. Yeah. Don't search for the sky whale, no miss. Do not search for the sky whale. You will regret it. I immediately did. Let's grab a truck. And the fish have come straight from Valkyrie Brewery. Oh, not brewery. Fishery, even. Which is in the same spot as the brewery, to be fair, so... Easy mistake to make. And then we could have some general cratage around here. And some bins as well. Put the bins out this way. Cool. Then we'll stick that Thessia, that forest brush that's flowing from this way over here as well. Cool. We should also actually connect in key to this area as well. Do that. Cool. It's really filled out that whole waterfront area there, hasn't it? Definitely looks a lot better. Really blends in with the whole kind of flowy nature of the Canberra area too. Or Canberra, I should say. Cool. We should name it after the Chippy Time. Yeah, we'll name the restaurant Chippy Time after that running club we saw on Google Earth. Chippy Time. Fish and chip. Got a decal there as well, where the deliveries are taking place. Something to scuff up that concrete. There we go. Oh, random cinematics. Not mean to do that. Wicked. I think we'll keep this area quite simple. Oh yes, people are walking on the pathways now. Very, very nice. Very, very cheap. See, I can't stop it. Can't stop. Have I got my first person camera mod on? I do. Should we go for a little first person tour down the quay? I think we're going to turn this area over here as well into like a massive national park. So we'll have to head to Australia. I realised as well, I said this would be like an Australasia-inspired build, but so far it's all Australia. So we need to head to New Zealand at some point as well. And maybe Papua New Guinea for some more kind of rural tropical stuff. The sky whale, it's not what I expected. It's horrible, isn't it? It's horrible, Jojo. That's Canberra for you. I love Brad throwing in the Canberra shade. Yeah, it's something else, that sky whale, isn't it? It really is. Enjoy a little tour here. That oak's a little bit in the queue, but we can live with it. Blue Mountains, are we? They're just outside of Sydney, aren't they, Brad? The Blue Mountains. I'm pretty sure, doesn't $2.20 live in the Blue Mountains? I'm sure he does. He once tweeted a picture of the view from his office, and that dude lives in like a rainforest. It is insane. Like, the view from $2's office is absolutely just like stunning, insane. I'm pretty sure he's in the Blue Mountains. Rach as well, who's one of our moderators, lives pretty close to the sort of like outer rural mountain of Sydney, I think. Oh, she took the bloody pathway up. You pain in the ass. Wanted to go to the park. She went the wrong way. Oh god, it does not like coming out of that first person view. Once it is, you're okay. There we go. Okay, so we've got some big chungus land here. Now, I don't really want to build in these spaces because I don't want to detract from the government building. This is like the big eye draw here. We don't want stuff blocking the sight lines, so I think we'll just turn it into green space. Just essentially extend the path networks like we did through here. Just keep the pathways flowing. Maybe the occasional building. Not like what we did around the National Museum. This sort of stuff. I think that's what we'll do. We'll just turn it into walkable belt. So it's put through a little bit of forest and then we'll tree it up too. And then I reckon we'll head to Adelaide as well and have a little look at some space over there to start filling up that block that's left over in the downtown. Cool, so you can walk up to the park from here. Into pedestrian crossings where it would make sense. Got some IMT to do there as well, haven't we? We'll do that in a second. Let's remove a little bit of this natural resource. I do quite like the more parched look on the outskirts of what would be very kind of manicured grass in the government district. So not all of it gone, just little bits. Put a bit more there. There we go. And then we'll get that Thessia brush on a super low strength. Just the occasional click. Try to keep it fairly random. A little bit too dense over here now, isn't it? Let's repaint this. There we go. Yeah, just want that green space to float to the government district. Got a really nice view up here now, up to the skyline from here, haven't we? Very, very nice. I'm very conflicted about googling £1 fish. It's stuck in your head now, Nomis, that's it. That's it. you won't ever stop singing that. So I wonder if I can play it on stream. I shouldn't get copyright struck for that. Let's have a little look. Just in case anyone hasn't heard it. Oh no, to use this video in a commercial, play, advertising or broadcast, please email viral spiral. As if £1 fish has been copyrighted. What a disgusting world we live in. I can't play it. It's got someone's licensed the video. I'll get a copyright strike if I play it. But just go on YouTube it, you can watch it yourself. Right, let's do a Thunderbox over here as well. And then we'll go over to Adelaide in Google Maps for some inspo. Get a thunderbox on the corner. Add some trees in here as well. Let's do this one. Yeah, some annoying bloody media firm has bought the license for £1 fish, and even now I've got to email them for rights to use it. What a set of clowns. Yeah. Yeah. I think I'm happy with this area now. It's nice to see some people moving along those quays as well. I'm not sure if there's anyone coming this far down. Doesn't really look like it. But that's okay. I don't mind that at all. I really love the park space we developed through here today. It's really changed, hasn't it? Really changed. Get a screenshot of that. Wonderful. Right. Let's go to Adelaide. Yeah. Whether the guy who sang it gets any money from Viral Spiral, I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it. Although, he did do like a remixed version there, which was pretty cool. Like someone actually like did a recorded version. That's pretty crazy. Right, let's go to Adelaide. I've been here for a long time. So I'll show you where it is we're going first, actually. So during the downtown development, this space here never received any love. I want to rework this tree line here too against the rail. We'll do that in a second. Yeah, there's a little square here that hasn't been developed, so let's find something from Adelaide to use. So it's this part of the city where it would be. The university is here. I'm after something on the edge of the Adelaide grid, really. What's this? SA Education Services. This looks a pretty interesting building. Is it just condos? I'm not sure. Give me my terrain view back, please. Oh, there's a Hungry Jack's there as well. That's an interesting one, isn't it? That's the high school, is it? It is indeed. Yeah, Adelaide High School. It's a more interesting building, isn't it? What's got around here? I think I prefer something a little bit taller. Because it's not a huge space we've got to play with. What's this? Maya Centre, Adelaide. Could do a war memorial. Oh, that's cute, isn't it? Little baubles in the trees. That's very nice. I like that. Some pretty old style buildings here in Adelaide, isn't there? Sunk up. Yeah, why don't we do maybe a little corporate plaza, some simple inner city car parking, and a couple of towers, some nice fountains and stuff. I think we'll go for that. I think we'll go for that. It's right next door to the Liberal Arts Administration building as well, so we can feed the path through here and factor that into the plaza as well. We got some nice towers. Hopefully residential towers as well, because the city desperately needs workers. The residential demand never goes down because of how we've been building it, which is fine. Like, not that we really pay attention to RCI on the channel anyway, but it can be helpful occasionally. Right, so let's feed this down here and make that walkable. I'd also love to have. Is there a pathway here? There is not. I delete some tables out this space and feed a pathway through. I'd love to have people walking underneath this space. See you later, Stannington. Thank you for hanging out. Is that the Come On Ladies? Well, it is the Come On Ladies, yeah. He's like I'm not going to sing it because then I'm getting clipped. But yes, it is there. It's like, come on ladies, come on ladies. 2 days fish, just £1, I think is the lyric. And then very, very good, very, very cheap. The £1 fish. Right, let's also mimic up the road with the pathway as well, and then we'll dig out some towers. So we're playing with big boy towers around here. So I don't want anything to dominate. I don't want to change the skyline too much either, so I think unique buildings are out of the question. Which leaves... Actually, no. Let's have a little look through skyscrapers. We've used the poly building. That one's not too bad. Have we got that one in the skyline already? I don't think we do we? No, not that one. That's too chunky. That's too chunky. Let's defer from that. That one's not too bad, is it? Can we go for those two? I think. I could live in the UK or Australia. UK, mate. UK. The Maya Centre was cool. It's a multi-story shopping centre and used to have a roller coaster on the top floor and would fly out so you see the ground. Really? That is pretty cool. That is pretty cool. What time is it for me? It is 2:20 for me right now. The guy better be getting money for it. Imagine if it wasn't... He probably wasn't signed to a label, was he? And he probably didn't go ahead and copyright the track, so... If someone else has got the license for it now, he might be shit out of luck. I've no idea. You have to Google it. Does the £1 fish guy get royalties? We'll have to find out. Right, let's do a little car park here. I think we're going to go with this tower. I think it's quite nice. We come into the grid. Let's do some parking here. We'll position it with move it as well. Like it to be flush with the road here too, and then we'll hook in the road so it's accessible via car, of course. Seeing people are taking those pathways now, aren't they? Are you going to walk under the bridge? Yeah, you are. Fantastic. Cool. You're going to walk back to the train station now, aren't they? If there's anything that makes me happy in the city's skylines, it's walkable space where people would walk. Fantastic. Cool, so we'll concrete this up and do some cute plaza designs. Can we actually spin you around? How far until you become connected? No, that's too far. Do that. Yeah, we'll do it ourselves. Let's surface paint this up so we can do a little fountain plaza here. Let's push this back up. Paint all this in as well. Lovely. There we go. Not here though, we'll need to use the concrete brush to tidy that space up, otherwise it's going to start peeling into the green belt, which we don't want. Also here as well, let's use the brush to do this one. So we'll grab brush and we'll fill that space in, and these over here. So what fountains do we have to play with? Fountain Life and Death is too big. Plaza's ones are also too big. Park Life Plaza wouldn't be a horrendous shout. I'm almost tempted to sink that down a little bit. I'd quite like the aesthetic of stairs. We'll also get people sitting on the benches as well, because of course it's an actual asset. See you later, Anthony. I hate to say it, I've been sat in the TV pretty much all day since I got this morning. I have things to do, no worries, Ant. Thanks for hanging out, mate. It was nice to have you on the stream. Appreciate you. Enjoy the rest of your day, buddy. And how about another office building here on the corner as well? How about that one? And then we'll just pull that car parking road back a little bit. Yes, I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. Seems the Sims enjoyed that chunky skyscraper. I think they do, don't they? I think they do. It's a little bit dwarfed, isn't it, by the towers around it, that one. I think I only want one tower here, actually. I think this space will do as green space around the bottom of the major tower, actually. Bring that one up. Aren't they spamming these Patreon credits again? Thought you're going, aren't they? Leave. Go and do your chores. Stop spamming that Patreon credit. Tied it to that concrete there. Let's get the parking spaces in as well so people can park here. We'll have some disabled spaces by the foot of the tower. No, move regular. And we'll have some here as well. I think with this space we'll do some of those planters that I keep saying I want to use. Get some of those hexagon ones, I think. There we go. And let's get some more interesting trees than these. Move down a size as well. Let's do something a touch more colourful. And then some bushes to finish on. How's about that? I don't mind that. And then in this space here, we will do, I think, just some plastic oak and gum trees, nothing overly complicated. Some smaller rocks as well would be welcome. Yeah, and that's the better use of that space rather than putting another tower in it. Extending the pathway. I love how the metro flows through here. It's really cool as it crosses the highway. Nice suburbia on the hillside there too. I did a couple episodes ago. Very nice. Yes, I wanted to do this tree line as well while we're here. Let's bring our strength to touch. I was thinking maybe we were going to build something between the rail line, but there definitely wouldn't be anything built there in real life. Maybe like a road maintenance depot or something. Well, I think we're just going to tree line it. Not that strong though, it's too dense. Let's bring it down a touch. It was very satisfying watching all of Thessia's networks from the bird's eye view, isn't it? Trains, metro, and couplet systems galore. There we go. Cool. Yeah, I'm happy with that. That really fills out that space. And indeed, all the green belt we had left over as well. It pretty much completes the Canberra area now, doesn't it? We'll get a finished screen sort of that. That's got to be one of the most unique road networks we've ever put together on the channel, now that area's finished, with all the paths and the roads and the keys, the different layers that are at play as well. Very, very nice. Super happy with that. Awesome. Just fantastic. Cool. I'm alive now, 2.5. I think small rail yard in that place maybe, could with a cargo station. Yeah, we could put a rail yard in it actually. I don't know how they'd access it though. I guess they could come off the dual carriageway. Yeah. Would you have one that close to the downtown though? I guess you could do in Phoenix, right? Phoenix has got rail yards all over the downtown. Well, so that feels like a good place to leave it. I think we're going to wrap up the stream there, I think. I need to go take Coco out as well. She is now beginning to stare at me. I have left it too long for the brown dog. So we'll chuck on a nighttime view, and we'll say our goodbyes at Jisung Park, which has been absolutely the highlight of the stream. This whole area is super, super cute. Loved putting this together today. People are now using that bridge, which is fantastic, isn't it? Great bit of node controller work today. Really had a lot of fun. Cool. Anyway, guys, I'm going to leave the stream there. I'd like to thank you all so much for watching. I did say we were going to host Nomis Towns, which we will. Please don't leave just yet, because I'm about to send you to Nomis, who you may have noticed in and around the live chat today. There's a link to his channel in the live chat. Please go show him some support. He's doing some extremely modded stuff. So if that is your City Skylines bag, go show Nomis some support, and then do subscribe. If you are enjoying his content, thank you for the support today. It's nice to still see we can pull 140 to 150 people most of the day for a Cities 1 stream. I realise the interest does dwindle a little bit more with modded Cities 1. Definitely more of you, I think, prefer Orchid Bay. Which is fair enough, it's fine. Vanilla Cities is always charming, isn't it? There's a video out tomorrow, kind of a special, something a bit different to help bring some more people to the channel. It's not City Skylines, so enjoy it. It's taken me all week to edit it. It's an absolute monster of a video. So thank you for all supporting it for the patrons that have already seen it. And it's out publicly tomorrow, and then Orchid Bay has a really cool build out on Monday as well. So I hope you enjoyed it. Lots of inspiration to have in today's stream. If you've got nothing else to do with your afternoon, come and leave me a comment on the VOD after the fact. Always helps them do a little bit better. And of course, likes and shares are always welcome as well. But we'll shout out to some of the people that have been here for all of the stream. You're all heroes, of course. Brad Plays Cities, Fireplace Gaming, Jojo, Nomis Towns, EMB, Eggsy, thank you for modding, mate. Appreciate you. Star as well, you're very welcome. Definitely worth staying in for. Yeah, you need to get that floor now. You gotta get your floor. They will support. Ben as well, you're all legends. Thank you for supporting the stream. Jen, Anthony as well, who's gone now. But Depel, Tim as well. So many of you. Stallington, of course, who's also left. But yeah, thank you for supporting the streams. Glad you're still enjoying them. The VOD will be available in a couple of hours once it's processed. It'll take a while because it's quite a long one. And then yeah, videos as normal next week. Edinburgh on Wednesday. And all the usual spices you all enjoy. Yeah. Otherwise, let's thank you all so much for watching. And as always, enjoy the rest of your day.